start right here. See if we get fitting out of here. Try not to break anything is the plan, but oh, you know how stuff goes. Set that out of the way. Pull our vacuum line off there. You got a couple clips here. We got our big Husky drive set here. Got all kinds of stuff in it. Go ahead and take a cover off here. Number 7mm. And there in the back is a Phillips. This back one here's a Phillips. Carefully pull that out. So we're gonna have this 5/16 hose clamp here. Next we got this hose clamp. 5/16 bolt head. Pull the belt off next. A couple different ways to do this. One, you can put wrench down here on the tensioner, pry it, loosen up the belt, you can pull it off. Or you just put your hand here, put your thumb in a good spot, put your hand down here on the back side tensioner, and you pull, push, and then just pull it off. And then you don't have to screw around with a wrench. Just remember which way you put it on. Got a rattle gun here. You want to go counterclockwise. And that should loosen it right up. All right, this one put up a fight. I'm sweating. But I finally got it loose enough that we can spin it off. Get this loose. Then we can go ahead, grab 10mm, pull out these 4 fan shroud bolts. And then we can pull the fan shroud and the fan out at the same time. All right, so it looks like there's only 2 bolts. So this pops up, and then we got our fan. Here's our fan. I really beat the crap out of it. Couldn't get that off. He's gonna end up changing blades anyway because it's pretty cracked before I even got to it. So I thought this just popped up. There we go. Set that off to the side. Now we can start pulling everything else apart, but we need to get the radiator drained first. There is a drain petcock down there on the bottom, but the bolt looks like it's broke. So not sure if we're gonna try it yet, so we're probably gonna have to pull a main hose off, which is gonna make a huge mess in here, which I really don't want to do, but if we have to, we have to. I didn't show you because it's too hard, but this sits on the bottom of the radiator. This is what your shroud sits into. All right, I am gonna try this petcock here. Looks to be a 5/16 Allen. You're gonna hope this works. I think it's turning. Oh yeah, man, this stuff's nasty. A lot of yeah, it's pretty nasty there. And then we're gonna pop this cap. Let's get it to vent there. Let her drain out, be the cleanest way. I hate when antifreeze is all over the floor. All right, well that's draining out. We're gonna see if we can get our power steering reservoir moved. Another 7mm. And we got one up here on the front. No power tools just yet, but it's coming. Okay, this is gonna go down to our power steering pump. Just here's our power steering pump. Don't know if there's 4 of them. Can't wait to have power in here someday. Like actual power. Yeah, this is gonna be a kind of lengthy process. So, not sure how many videos we'll have, but I'm sure there's probably a couple more bolts that we can't see. think there's one right here. Last Ford Ranger we did was Terminators. And that had the 302 in it. Surprisingly, that was a lot easier to work on. And it was V8. Okay, I can see our brackets coming off. Let's see, okay. I'd like to just pull this whole thing out of the way, but it has AC on it, and I don't want to have to recharge the system. So I think if we can just tuck this out of the way, we can get to it here. And starting to see some of these bolts here. Got one on the head. We're gonna have to make sure this is in time, but we're gonna have to pull that water pump off. That means we're gonna have to pull the alternator off. Whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go try to get this side off. I'm not sure about this tensioner. I think we got to take this bolt out to access the one that's behind it. So earlier I said you could just manhandle it or put a wrench. See, this is designed. It's actually for 1/2 inch, but you can put this down here, and then this is what you use. I guess we're gonna have to take the alternator off. Those weren't very tight. Make sure you're paying attention to where your bolts are going too, because you're going to have to put them back in the same spot. All right, there's the last bolt. Sight this wire. Pop that off. This one looks like it got warm at one time. Pretty burnt there. And put our nut back on, because that is one we will lose for sure. We set that off to the side. in order to get to our bolt. This one's shot. Usually when they do that and they sound a little funny, get it changed. Alright. I don't know how many bolts we got on this bracket. I'm assuming a minimum of 3, but just remember, I'm not a certified technician. I just work on stuff. Oh, she's still locked down, so yep. That one looks like right here, there's this idler roller. Okay. Down here. If you do these hard enough, there you go. There's a little keeper on that. And we're going to want to put this back, and then we're going to want to make sure that we release the tension, because otherwise this thing might be super loose next time we go to use it. Everybody, this is going to conclude part 1. We will be back. I'm just out of time today. It's getting late. I got to work tomorrow. So look for part 2, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.